Hello, dear viewers, and welcome to Star Scandal Spotlight. Tonight, we're diving deep into a story that's been on everyone's mind, but no one had the answers until now. After disappearing from the public eye for months, Lee Min-ho has finally broken his silence, and what he revealed is far from what fans expected. Shocking, emotional, and filled with unexpected twists, this revelation is shaking the entertainment world to its core. Stay with us as we uncover the full story right now. For months, an eerie silence surrounded Lee Min-ho, a silence that left fans confused, concerned, and wildly speculating. The actor, once a constant presence on screens and social media, seemed to vanish without a trace. No press appearances, no interviews, not even a cryptic post to calm his ever-loyal fan base. What could possibly cause South Korea's beloved leading man to retreat so completely from the spotlight? And then, without warning, everything changed. It was a quiet Tuesday evening when the news broke. A single image posted to Lee Min-ho's official account, a black-and-white photograph of a foggy landscape with only 2 words in the caption, "I'm ready." Within minutes, the internet erupted. What was he ready for? Where had he been? What happened during those silent months? The answer came swiftly. Just hours after the post, a surprise video interview was released, a raw, unedited conversation that stripped away the usual polish and PR filters. Lee Min-ho sat alone in a dimly lit room, eyes heavy with emotion. No fancy backdrops, no dramatic lighting, just truth, vulnerability, and a confession that would leave fans speechless. "I disappeared because I couldn't breathe," he began, his voice calm yet shaking with weight. "I was living a life that looked perfect from the outside, but inside I was falling apart." The confession hit like a thunderclap. Lee revealed that behind the scenes he had been battling severe burnout and anxiety, an internal war he had kept hidden for years. The constant pressure to maintain a flawless public image, the unrelenting expectations from the industry, and the crushing loneliness of fame had taken a toll he could no longer ignore. "There were days I couldn't get out of bed. I'd stare at the ceiling, wondering if any of it was real, if I was real." He admitted, "I didn't want to smile if it wasn't honest, so I stopped." Fans were shocked. This was not the Lee Min-ho they thought they knew. The charming heartthrob who seemed to have it all was in truth drowning in silence. His decision to step away hadn't been a career strategy or a scandal cover-up. It had been survival. But that wasn't all. In the second half of the interview, Lee Min-ho shifted from confession to confrontation, calling out the toxic sides of the entertainment industry that too often prioritize image over humanity. Without naming names, he described how idols and actors are packaged and marketed with little regard for their mental health or personal boundaries. "There were times I was told to keep smiling even after getting news that broke me," he revealed. "I was expected to show up and be Lee Min-ho, the star, not Lee Min-ho, the person." His words were met with an outpouring of support, and not just from fans. Several fellow actors and public figures came forward, thanking Lee for his honesty and courage. Hashtags like #Chistinos, we support Lee Min-ho, and #Chistinos mental health. Matters trended across platforms, turning his personal truth into a national conversation. And perhaps the most surprising part, Lee Min-ho isn't returning to reclaim his throne, he's returning to rebuild it. He spoke of launching a new initiative to provide mental health support for young artists and creating safer spaces in the industry. "This isn't a comeback," he said. "With steady eyes, this is a reset." As the interview ended, there was no applause, no dramatic music, just a long pause and a look that said more than words ever could. Lee Min-ho's silence may have felt like a mystery, but his return, it's a revolution.